Salutations! Welcome back to another episode from the Tales of Kartonia. My name is Kartosael, and today I do not have my infamous Kartonian daisy in my hand, because I left it at a K.E.R.I. But we do have Bandit over here, so that's even better, is it not? It is. Anyway, we're here back at Kartonia itself. I have done some things, as you might see. I started building the exterior wall. I think it's okay, although that part I think I'm going to extend even more. My philosophy with building that wall is, at the bottom you have shorter parts, shorter little pieces of one thing, because it has to carry all the weight above, and as you go higher and higher, the parts get bigger and bigger. And that is a bit of a repetitive theme I use, just stairs and fences. But there's just leaves, and those are in fact wall blocks, tin wool. So been working on that a lot. Also added a third spawning platform thingy. That's just a torch. Don't know why that caught my attention. Also shrubbery at the base. There's no torches around there anymore. It's all shrubs with glowstone. I'll just show you that in a moment. Actually, I'll just show you that right now. And yeah, it's looking pretty imposing as you walk up to it. So yeah, it's all like this. Either the glowstone is sunk into the ground, or it is placed on the ground. And you have a bit of a hanging over, just to give it a bit more character, and of course a little bit of jungle leaf here and there. And I do still have the render distance at far. And here we are on the inside. Did a lot of work here. From the inside I think it looks really good. I'm probably going to change that lower part. Most likely just add another layer, not on top but on the bottom of it, with some intricate pattern thingy. And yeah, the interior, it's pretty dark. Right now it's day, but as night cometh, you'll see that this area is really dim. Oh, and I also wanted to change this to see if that had an effect. We'll take a look at that next time. I do have some redstone torches. They are not actually part of a redstone network or anything. They are for lighting. You may or may not know that they actually do emit light. Well, if I recall correctly, 7. Yes. That block where they are in has a light level of 7, so they do not prevent spawning. They can, if placed correctly, they can give a really nice mood light. Not that they are really placed correctly here. This is the only source of real light, is below this hopper, which is a transparent block, is a glowstone. Oh, that was a baby. This is actually working quite well. That may not be that much, but yeah, there's one downside with all those enchanted mobs. They have feather falling as well. Wow, that one was really resilient. So let's get all that. And I have built a little shop for all these drops, because last time we came here this was a double chest. I still don't know if I did that on camera, but I shrunk it down to one chest and made that building. It was just really repetitive of all the other things I did, so that's why I didn't recall that one. It's just one of those designs. We used it over there and over at the forge, and one of those circle-y thingies. The most basic of designs, this one, but with the same wall as used in the tavern or the inn or whatever you call it. So I placed item frames above, so this is all gunpowder This is all zombie flesh. This is all arrows, all bones, armor, weapons. Those aren't, of course, all that much. As soon as I repair them whole, I actually bring them to the armory. But I get all of these from the fact that some survive because of feather falling. So I am now decked out with a lot of gold actually. This one I had on me in the last episode, but now I have this helmet, which is okay. These leggings, which are okay. And these boots, which are really nice. Feather falling 4. Always use that. But this tower system has proved to be quite effective. Because not only have I filled this out, which is 54. I've also already this many bones, arrows, zombie flesh, not that that's relevant, and gunpowder. Just look at all that gunpowder. Never had so much gunpowder. So, with all the pain associated with building up in the sky, I must say that this thing really helps make it worthwhile. The drops are just insanely high. Just working on that has filled half of that. I'm using the word that quite a lot. Was there something else I wanted to show you guys here? Well, it's almost night, so I might as well just show you that thing by night. I must say the sunset from on top of these islands is also pretty nice. So we can also take a look on top of our tower to get an idea of how this island looks now. Especially by night, it can be cool. And of course this cobblestone is going to be replaced with a proper bridge in time, which I have slightly started on. So as far as Kartonia, in the very near future we're going to build that bridge, as well as a shop for passive mob drops, because the looter's drop, which was the newest shop, is for hostile mobs. So what I get out of this tower basically, and technically also for spider stuff. Kind of forgot about that. It's a safe note, isn't? But oh well. So this is how the island looks from way up high. You've got the park and newest store over there. I kind of like it. Now we have to go all the way down again. So this is a bit scary still up here, but as soon as you go down here, it's perfectly safe. Can't fall to my death anymore, which is quite nice. So yeah, the bridge, the redstone shop, and the passive mob shop. This is how it looks by night. You see, it's a little bit glowy. Not too much. And also on the back side, because the light from that glowstone has to go all the way around to get over here, so that's why I added those. And we already have that much, which is pretty cool. So yeah, what we're going to do today, we're going back to the K.E.R.I, because I have made some changes. Yeah, you could say that. I may have tweaked the entire thing a little bit. Also changed the philosophy behind it. Oh, it's wrong stash, but hold on. So that's where we're going. And let's sprint. There's something about the tunnel I want to talk about. And am I stuck? That looks all the glow. It's a bit too bright, but yeah, what can you do? It's either that or mobs. So, oh well. And we're here. As you can see, I have done some work. So, apart from this small part, there is dark green hardened clay all around, and this pattern is also completed throughout the entire tunnel. However, that still leaves that these are to be replaced with lanterns and green wool placed on top. And this wall has to be replaced with lime stained clay. Now we have of these segments, if I have counted correctly, which is a big if, we have 67 of those segments. Each segment consists of 2 walls, each wall of 12 of those and 3 of both carpets and lanterns. So that would bring us to a total of 1608 pieces of hardened clay, 402 lanterns and wall covers. Now that's a bit of a vague number in Minecraft, because you usually count in stacks. For the lanterns and for the wall, that's not too bad. It's slightly over 6 stacks, let's say 6.5. But for the clay, it is slightly over 25 stacks. Now that's a lot of clay. Clay that I don't have, not even close. So, last time we were here, this floor is of course new. I pulled out some extra weed and placed it, and I still have to move those chests. But oh well. Anyway, last time we had this tower, which was new, and it's night. I should sleep really fast, because this place isn't as safe as Kartonia. So, we had this tower, but it felt out of place. This entire building was really flat and quite frankly a bit boring. And then suddenly one of those really nice towers, because I really like the style. So what I did is I kind of changed the entire institute to match the style. Yeah! So we had that tower, I added those. I'm not too happy about it, but a bit too lazy to change it. We have those now on the 4 corners. And actually I'll just give a bit of a tour from inside that big tower. Or first that tower maybe. Because these towers are also new at the end of the paths, and they actually allow you to go on top of the barricade, or whatever you want to call this. Little stairs. It doesn't allow you to go any further. Maybe I should allow that, but at the moment I don't. Well, it's like a bit of defense work from anything coming from that side. And what those columns mean, the reference for myself. I dug there, and now I know how to get back. So that's for this part. And of course we have this entire circle still here. And well, that's it. Also did quite a bit of change to the wood farm. I just heard a jet fly over outside, so I got distracted. And let's jump right through. Alright. So I added those as well, just like I did there, but the heads stick out 1 extra here, and they don't over there. Also bit 2 of those towers, the same design as over there. They also allow you to get on the ring, but they actually allow you to get on the ring instead of just travel between the buildings. Change the chests. We have sapling, wood blocks, and the crafted for those. And all the way on that side we have the oak wood. Same here, and strange things over there, and extra bone meal. So we can go up here and actually walk around this thing. And I realize I probably should have done the same for this tower, but I did not. That's a bother. I should. Let's change that up. It's not that hard, really. So, axe. And I will be needing 4 of those. Technically none of those, but you know, technical. If I can pick the one up I break, I don't need any. But that's a big if. Or maybe not. Never mind me. So that way, also another bed, just for safety. And over here. Yeah, I got them all. Oh, nice. So this is also to be able to do this. Because at least when they touch these logs, they just stay, they don't despawn. And that's pretty annoying. It's also why those fence posts are there, to prevent leaves touching the logs and never despawning. But it still happens over here. I don't want fences running all the way up. So that's how I solved that. Now this design is a bit different. The upstairs part is pretty much the same as that one, but the torches are in the inner column instead of the outer ones. But not too shocking. All this gives a very nice view of the surrounding. I really like. But this is a bit different, whereas the other one was inside the building and consists of the 4 corner columns. This one is part of the wall and has, oh wow, that was special, and it has actually a couple of columns more. I couldn't really think of a very elegant way of solving that, so I didn't. That's the gist of it. I just left that there. There are also no supporting beams for those, because where do I attach those? The beam should be here. No, here. But I can attach them over there, but we have that over there and wall, and not gonna work. So that's too bad, but that's the case. So that's the update on the K.E.R.I. Quite a bit changed. That's true. But I think it's for the better. Well, at least I hope it is. At the very least, it doesn't look as boring anymore. So that's a progress for sure. Now, as I also mentioned, I had a bit of a change of heart about this installation. My first idea was just the horse part. My second idea was to add the wheat part and the wood part. So this will be exporting area for wood and wheat and horses. Now that is also gonna change. I'm not going to tear that down, of course, nor am I going to tear that down. However, the wheat is gonna go in time. Not yet, because that takes a lot of work and I might still need it, because I use it as a building material around here. But this entire area is going to be a lot bigger than I originally thought it would be, because this is going to be the area where I will breed my cattle. So with the horses, we'll also get cows and chicken, maybe pig, maybe sheep. Maybe sheep will get a different place, but for sure cows and chickens. Cow and chicken. And chicken is actually what we're going to start with today. So I'm going to lay out the very, very basic of my building, and then I'll be back with you. Alright, so I found a location, and design is halfly done in my head. Yeah, well, whatever. When it comes to making your buildings mob proof, there's several ways you can do that. What I did in Kartonia is just make the area around it completely unspawnable. That works. With those buildings, there's a wall of water. They can go through. It's just very unlikely that they will. Of course, you can place doors, wooden or iron. You can make piston doors, all kind of ways. But another way is make sure that you block their path finding. What that actually means is you just prevent them from finding their way towards you. So if I was a zombie and I was that block there, then I would be like, well, I could be hit probably, but they can in no way get up on this platform. because for that you need to jump, and they can't. So that's the theory, and kind of the thing I'm using right now. So this is going to be a little bit of a walkway. I think it's actually more for show, but who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do something useful with it. And if not, it's just for show. And those 4 will actually be just a tower like that one. And then the chickens will be somewhere. They will be somewhere. Maybe even in this walkway is probably not that smart. Actually, this walkway is starting to turn out a lot bigger than I thought it would. We'll see how that goes. Get placed. Yeah. Okay. Most likely the chickens will be down here in a pit or something. We'll think of some solution. Let's get the structure first, and then try to fit the chickens in, because that's obviously the way how you plan things out. Anyway, putting that aside, do I want these corners? Sure, why not? I want you there. Well, does that make any difference? Well, yes. Because I'm going to place fence all around it. Partially for safety, mainly for aesthetics. And of course I'm going to make a proper way in sometime. For right now, let's keep this open. Should work, right? Yeah, it works. That would not. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, enough fence for that. Of course, we have the columns here. Here. Oh. Oh, no, not like that. Is it me or is my mouse oversensitive today? Let me turn down the sensitivity. Strange, it was at 100. Well, this might be better for your eyes, but if I get attacked, I will not be able to respond quick enough. So, although that might be hilarious, it's pretty annoying. There we go. And we have this column like this. I guess we can do that. Sure, why not? And then yeah, I had an idea, but I don't know what happened to it. May have been something like this. Let's see how that looks. Well, it's getting very high, that's for sure. We had those going all around. It looks a bit weird, to be honest. And that will make the tower very high. To make that work out. Well, that's kind of a pity, actually. Could change that one up with just spruce wood, so that would look better, but oh, well, that's a bit of a pity. I thought that would look nice, but it's way too sharp. Or maybe that's actually kind of cool as well. Let's try it out. I need you. my inventory is rather full. That does look a little bit better, though emphasis on a little bit. How would I do that with this column? Probably means I'll have to remove this part, which is okay. That's really high, man. So if I build it all the way up. Yes, I probably should have done this in creative beforehand, but I did not. Right, let me mumble and think off camera for a while. Alright, so I decided to go on with it. It turned into this. Also changed up this, so we now have this little platform here. Half a block distance and then nothing here. So you can jump in, but mobs cannot. Marvelous. Well, spiders maybe. Yeah, spiders will be able. We'll have to live with that, I suppose. Let's get these back. And the idea is that they connect all the way up there. And I need some place for a ladder, actually. Meanwhile, let's use this. Well, if I properly walked on it, there we go. So, boom, go all the way down here. And this is where we'll have the next floor, I think. Yeah. Maybe? Oh, I had this thought out, but that would require it to be that high. Which would be a bit weird, because all the other floors are different. Because it will mean that the half slab will be in the lower half of the block, whereas all the other floors, it's in the upper half, allowing you to actually place things on it. Well, bother. Almost did that properly. Well, this will work. That will not. No, that wouldn't really either. Okay, I might not have thought this out properly. I'll be back once again. So, there it is. I decided to finish it because the episode is already running longer than I'd like. So yeah, that's why it's kind of done. The interior has to be finished, of course. And really, I'm not trying to compensate for anything. It's just big. So we have these that go all the way to the top. That's why it's so tall. They support the beams. That support the beams. That support the wooden columns for the upper floor. Upmost floor, that floor. This is just to bulk it out a bit more. Well, this is just really empty. Maybe I'll make this too thick. I don't know yet. Actually, it will be one thick, but oh well. Details. So we can go up. And we get this floor, all very standard. We have that over there and there. Scaffolding. And the top floor, all very standard really. Except that it's really, really high up. Oh well, nice with a view. And where will the chickens be, you might ask? Well, they'll be here. Yes, we have a huge tower and the chickens are in the basement. It's extravagant, it's over the top, and I like it. So, may not have been my best build, to be honest, but I think I actually like it. I'll just have to get a bit used to it. Yeah, that's it. Well, Anyway, that concludes this episode. Of course, the chickens. I will still need to bring chickens in. Yeah. But I'll do that off camera because really that's not that interesting at all. So, as I was trying to say, my name is Kartosael. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please press that thumbs up button. Oh yeah, it's thumbs up? Yeah, it is. They totally copied that from Facebook, by the way. Why do my outros always take longer than I have to make them? Anyway, thank you for watching. Press like. Goodbye.